What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Apex video. Today we're going to go through a tier list of all the best guns and worst guns in Season 16 currently. This is also going to apply for probably Season 17 when it drops on Tuesday this week, because I don't think there's going to be any major changes. I know the R9 is supposedly getting a nerf, but we'll have to see what happens whenever that update drops. But for right now, this is going to be my tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed. If there's anything I missed, you think I mistiered something, make sure to drop it down in the comments. If you think I'm right, make sure to also drop that in the comments, okay? Drop a like, drop a sub, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoy. Deuces. All right, so we have our tier list down below. I'm going to start from the F tier all the way to the S tier. So we're gonna go from worst guns to best guns. And also, when I'm going through this tier list, I am not accounting for if you add any attachments, or if you like use a thermite for the rampage or a cell for the sentinel. It's gonna be from the drop, picked it up out of the box, no attachments. This is what I think is going to be the best tier list for that. Obviously, when you add a cell to a sentinel, you know it's going to be charged up. The rampage gets insane whenever you add a thermite to it, but we're not going to account for that. So we're going to start the F tier right now with the worst gun in the game. 100% the worst gun in the game, the Mozambique. The Mozambique is an F tier gun. If I hit it with a 15 one more time, I'm going to like blow up on stream one of these days. It is just absolutely terrible. With the next F tier, I'm going with one of the other most enraging guns in the game, which is going to be the Spitfire. The Spitfire used to be dominant in Apex, and now they just nerfed it so far to the ground that it is absolutely terrible. It can't hip fire, it shoots slow, and it is just absolutely awful. From there, we are going to go with the Devotion. Now, while the Devotion is supercharged, it's absolutely insane. It's so incredible whenever you get a supercharge. You have like one of the gold guns, but at its bare minimum, it's absolutely terrible. And I mean absolutely terrible. And finishing out the F tier, I am going to go with the L-Star. People thought I was going to put the Havoc in here, and while the Havoc takes a while to rev up, when it does rev up, it is absolutely insane. But the L-Star bounces worse than any gun in the game. It just jumps up and down on my screen. I think I'm having like a borderline panic attack whenever I'm shooting this gun. That's going to round off the F tier, because holy cow, those are the worst guns in the game, 100%. But starting out with the D tier, I'm for sure going with the Havoc. When you get the supercharger, it might be one of the best guns in the game. But when you don't have the supercharger, it takes like a second and a half to charge up. So if anyone turns a corner on you, you're done. Like, you really are done. This game's TTK, while it is kind of high compared to games like Call of Duty or like FPS like Counter-Strike or Valorant or whatever other games you guys play, it's still pretty fast. It's not super a game that like you have to like just put a ton of bullets into, unless someone has like a purple or red armor. But again, this is off the start of the game or opening up a box, so you're not going to have that at the start. But the Havoc, while it's good when it's supercharged, or turbocharged, it's not good when you pick it up out of the gate. For this next D tier, I'm going for another energy gun, the Triple Take. The Triple Take, you kind of use it more as a shotgun sometimes whenever you have it off the rip. Then you have to charge it up a little bit just to get the full benefits of the sniper aspect. But I'm not a big fan of it. I'm really not. The way it shoots is just so weird to me, and I'm just not a huge fan. Going off of that, another gun that is not, it's good, but it's not super good off the rip, I am going to go with the Sentinel. Actually, you know what? I just changed my mind. I'm not going to put the Sentinel in the D tier. I'm going to put that in the C tier. I'm just going to put it right now because I just thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I think it's better than the Longbow, and so I can't put it in the same tier as the Longbow. So I'm going to put that in the C tier. But for the next D tier, I am putting the Longbow. The Longbow is not one of my favorite guns to use. Straight up, I like sniping in the game. I like using the 30-30 repeater. I love the Kraber. I even like the G7 Scout, even though it's not a sniper. It's still a fun gun to use in kind of a sniping aspect. But the Longbow is just not it. It's on the same tier as the Triple Take with me. Finishing off this actually not even finishing off this D tier, I'm going to put the EV8 in there. If you get the double tap on the EV8, it's game over. That gun is incredibly good. But if you just have it off the rip, sometimes you get like 8s and 7s, and sometimes you get like a 23 if you're like somewhat close, but it just is not that good off the start for all the shotguns go. But now, rounding off the D tier, I am going to put the Rampage. Again, you put a thermite on the Rampage, it's absolutely insane. Absolutely marvelous. But off the rip, it is just so slow shooting, and it does hit hard, but the way that I aim, I track as I'm shooting, and sometimes with that slow fire rate, I'll miss some shots, and that one missed shot, someone's going to have an R9 shooting 3 bullets on me, and that's going to take me down like 50, 60 health. So I can't really have it in anything higher than D tier. But going from the D tier, we're going to some of these guns that I'm going to pick up. I'm going to pick up probably most of these guns for the rest of the go round. Hope you've enjoyed the tier list so far. It was so much fun making this. Make sure while you're here right now, drop a like, drop a sub, and go follow my Kick. We're over there streaming 3 times a week. All right, let's get back into the tier list now. But also, I don't even know how I missed this. The P2020 is going in the F tier. I'm an idiot. I thought I was gonna, I totally missed the P2020. That thing's also absolutely terrible. It's one of the most annoying guns to pick up in the game. Get the hammer points on that thing. Absolutely insane. After that, no thanks. Going into the C tier again, we're gonna add the charge rifle. Now, I think the charge rifle is one of the most annoying guns in this game. And in the ranked, I think it's absolutely an A or S tier, but just playing pubs or, you know, just playing with your friends or whatever, it's kind of a boring gun to use. And if you're not playing like a super high rank, like Plat, Diamond, Masters kind of lobbies, I don't see the really point of it because you can just kind of run around and shoot people and you'll get kills. So I think I'm gonna put the charge rifle in the C tier, but if you're playing ranked and you're wanting to rank up, I would put that in more the A or maybe not the S tier, but definitely in the A tier. With the C tier as well, I'm gonna put in the Bocek. The Bocek's good. It headshots for 112, which is absolutely insane, but it is a care package gun, so you don't really get to pick it up. And it does come with attachments whenever you get the 3 times scope. But so whenever you're going through that, it's just kind of, just not a big fan of it. You know, I like it. I used it today, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. From there, we are going to also add the Mastiff, the second best of the shotguns. It's a good shotgun. It does well, but again, it just doesn't really hit like the other shotgun, aka the Peacekeeper. The Peacekeeper is absolutely insane. I will say with the gold bolt, it's going to be incredible, but again, this is for like the bare minimum. So we're going to go with the Mastiff in the C tier. Now, these are guns I'm going to pick up. These are guns I'm going to pick up off the rip. If I see it, I'm picking it up. I'm going to use it 100%. Starting on our B tier, though, we are going to go with my least favorite of the B tier, which is the Flatline. The Flatline, while it shoots well, it has, I would say, above average recoil for guns in this game. It packs a punch. I'm not good with the recoil in the Flatline. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I'm terrible with it. I have not been able to master it. I've gotten better at it the last couple weeks, but I'm still just not comfortable with it. So it's probably gonna be on the lower end of my B tier list. But going from there, I'm gonna add the alternator. Y'all are gonna think I'm crazy. But when I pick up the alternator out of a box when I'm landing very first in the game with another team, that thing's absolutely insane. It shoots super fast, the recoil is non-existent, and it has like 18 bullets in its mag. It's a good gun to pick off the rip. It's actually a pretty good secondary, even if you don't want to run like an R9 or a car. It's actually really, really good, and I love using it. I love just the aspect of it. It's really, really fun to use. So I'm gonna put that in my B tier. You can probably put it B, C tier. I'll put it somewhere in there, but I'm gonna go with the benefit of the doubt and put it in the B tier. But going from there, I'm gonna put the car. I'm gonna put it ahead of the alternator. But the car was really, really good in season 15. But in season 16, it got a nerf and the R9 got a buff. So the R9 is absolutely the best SMG, and we'll get to that here in a little bit. And the car, while it's diverse, you can use heavy or light ammo and mags. I just don't think it packs the same punch as something like the R9. I really just don't think it does. And when I said it's like the second best SMG, I totally forgot about the Prowler and the Volt, so we'll get to those here in a little bit. But the car is good. I'll pick it up. I'll use it if I can't find light ammo and I don't find an R9, but it's just not something I'm going to be using in my #1 meta. Also in the B tier, we are going to be having what I actually think is my favorite gun to use when I'm playing ranked, the G7 Scout. Again, I'm talking about pubs here, having fun, not really trying to get super high RP. If I'm trying to get RP and I'm trying to like play positions very carefully, I'm going to use the G7. It hits for like 36 in the chest and I think 46 in the head or somewhere along there. You get the double tap on that thing in ranked, it's going to be absolutely insane. But again, this is from base pickup. It's still good. You get a sight on it, it's going to be incredible. But for just running around in pubs and playing, I'm going to put that in the B tier. It's a good gun. It's just not my favorite while I'm playing pubs. Now I'm going to put the Peacekeeper here. Some people would put the Peacekeeper a little bit higher. But again, we're picking it off the rip, and sometimes those 9s just really want to just agitate you so much. And now it will hit for 99, but it also hit for 9. And there's sometimes you just don't know why it's in between. But, you know, it's kind of the name of the game of these shotguns and the bullet spread sometimes. But if you hit 99 with a Peacekeeper, shouts out to you. That thing's going A, S tier. But right now, for me, I'm not the best with a PK. I have guns that I like a little bit better, and so I'm going to put that in the B tier. Going from the B tier, though, we're going to the A tier. Guns I'm going to pick up, and I'm probably not going to drop. straight up. Okay. Right now, we're gonna start with the lowest of the group, the 30-30 repeater. The 30-30 is good. It's currently in the replicator, so I can't really use it too much. I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna craft it. It's not gonna be a gun I craft. You can probably even put it in the B tier. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it towards the front of the B tier, because you have to craft it right now and you don't really get to pick it up off the rip. But if you pick that thing up in season 17 when it's out of the replicator, it's going to be good. You put a sight on it, obviously it's going to make it even better. It hits hard, it shoots fast, and it shoots accurately, obviously, because it's a sniper. So it's going to do its job, or a marksman rifle, whatever it's called. It's going to do its job. So I'm going to put that actually in the B tier. Now, starting with the A tier, I'm going to put the wingman in the A tier. People love the wingman. It's amazing. You know, you get skull piercer on that 92 or whatever it is, or 86 to the head. It's insane, but it also isn't very forgiving. You miss your shots, you miss one, you miss two, you miss three, you're almost done. You're almost done. So I'm gonna put that in the A tier. If your shots are on, if you're using a controller because you have aim assist, it's gonna be insane for you. It really, really is. Now, a gun that probably was not even in the B tier prior to this season, the Prowler. The Prowler is absolutely insane. The 3-round burst can shoot, I don't know what the actual stats are, but I think it's like 24. So you can get somewhere in like the, what does that be? Like the 70s off one burst. It's absolutely insane. You have a digi on it late game, it's going to be incredible. It really is. But even off the rip, those bursts are so fast and they shoot so accurately and so aggressive now. It's definitely an A tier gun now. For sure is an A tier gun. Actually, we're not going to round out the A tier yet. Next is going to be the Volt. One of my favorite secondaries in the game right now. I love the Volt. I'm pretty sure it got nerfed this season. Maybe like by 1 damage point on each shot, but it's still fun to use, and the accuracy and the recoil is absolutely forgiving. It's easy to shoot. So I like using it from short to medium range. Most SMGs, I'm not a big fan of shooting from medium range, but this is one that I feel like does a lot of damage and is so accurate from medium to even sometimes a little bit longer range, more that like 50, 60, 70 meters. I can really put some bullets into people from long range. But now rounding it out, this is going to be some controversy for you guys. The R301. Now, while it is in the front of my A tier, I just don't think it hits like it used to. It's so easy to use. The recoil is super easy, but I just think like when you start getting from distance now, it's shooting for like 10, 11s. Like it's not really doing the damage it used to. And so that's why I'm going to put it in the A tier. It's still an incredible gun. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to use it because it's fun to use. The recoil is so easy to control that you can almost one clip anybody with it if you get some attachments on it. But from base model, no extended mags, it's just not my favorite AR right now. Now going into the S tier, I'm going to put the Nemesis as the top dog right now. It is the best. It's the best. You don't have to hold it down, or you don't have to click every time or shoot every time on your controller to get the thing going. And it revs up as you shoot. You don't need any attachments for it. It revs up as you shoot. So the fire rate increases as you use it. And I can just hold down my trigger whenever, and that it automatically shoots. Even though it's a 3-round burst, it still automatically shoots, which makes it incredible. Makes it absolutely incredible. So that's going to be definitely in my S tier. The R9 is the best sub in the game. If you think differently, you're crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's such a good gun. This is my go-to loadout right now. If I can find it, it's my go-to loadout. Nemesis and R9. It's incredible. I know it's going to get nerfed in Season 17. So if you're watching this whenever Season 17 drops, I'm sorry. But in Season 16, you guys all know that it was incredible. It was absolutely crazy. Now, for the rest of these, it's not really fair. They're care package weapons. It's not really fair. The RE45, it comes with a digi. I picked it up. It comes with a digi. It fast reloads, boost reload, or whatever it is. And so you're playing a Bangalore where there's smoke inside. You got to use the digi. It comes with it. So that's why it's in the S tier. It's absolutely insane. And you can one clip anybody, even with one with red armor. You can one clip people so easily. It's actually insane. And it's just so much fun to use. Then I'm going to put the Hemlock. This thing hits like a truck. I mean, an absolute truck. I just got a double-digit win with it. That's going to be up on YouTube probably sometime this week. And it's absolutely insane. The thing hits so hard. The 3-round burst, I think, can hit you for like a 90 or something like that because it shoots like 32. It's like, I think it's like 96 for one 3-round burst. Absolutely insane. And finishing this out, my favorite gun in all of Apex, the Kraber. I love sniping. Nothing benefits and feels better than hitting somebody in the head for, was it 212 now, I think is what it is. The Kraber used to be even crazier, as a lot of these guns used to be way better. Some of them are better now than they were, but the Kraber headshot, nothing's more satisfying. And even in the body, it's 140 instantly. Now you only get, was it 12 bullets, or you get 12 bullets totals. You get 4 in the mag, 8 to reload. While you won't probably use it for the entirety of the game, you use that whenever you pick it up because it's going to do damage and it's going to allow you to push teams instantly every single time. But this is my tier list. If I missed anything, guys, let me know. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that the charge rifle should be higher, if you guys think the R3 should be an S tier, PK should be higher. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you later. Deuces.